how's it going? It is me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark. Here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do sold videos, I'll do unboxings, I'll do all that good stuff. So if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So I mentioned before that Halloween is my favorite holiday. So I got my little Nightmare Before Coffee pajama shirt that I got at Target last year or 2 years ago. I got my Disneyland Poison Apple mug, and I got my little Oogie Boogie earrings on. I'm being very festive today. The reason this video might come out a little bit later in the day is because me and my husband were on the hunt for things for our Halloween costumes. If you guys have seen the new Hulu show with Selena Gomez in it, Only Murders in the Building, we're going as characters from that, so that should be exciting. And yeah, so I am going to be going over my sales from this last week with you guys. I do apologize that I didn't have a What Sold Sunday video out last week for a couple of reasons. The big reason was that we were traveling a lot that weekend. We literally had a wedding to go to on Friday in California, so we flew out Friday morning and then came back Saturday night. So by Sunday I was just feeling like a zombie, and I actually had a really not great sales week 2 weeks ago. So it wasn't going to be anything exciting or worth sharing, though I do love to share my good and bad weeks with you guys. I definitely would have filmed one if I was more awake. But I'm excited to get back to sharing my weeks with you guys. As a reminder, I don't subtract my cost of goods in these videos, just because I like to make these videos to let you guys know what's selling, how much you can expect to make from those things, what's selling fast, what's selling slow. I don't really have time to do all the math and subtract my cost of goods and everything. I know you guys understand, but I always get questions about it. So I'll be going over sales from October 17th, last Sunday, to yesterday, Saturday, October 23rd. All right, so last Sunday I think was probably my best sales day, like individual day, that I might have ever had. I had 11 sales that day, which is extraordinarily rare for me. I don't know if I've ever had that many sales in one day before. And I think my gross amount that I made that day was over $400. That's more than I can make usually in a week sometimes. Like on a very slow week for me, it's usually around 300, 400. So that was very exciting. And I did have sales across 3 different platforms that day. So starting with the first thing I sold, it was actually on Depop. So my second ever Depop sale. The things I cross-list to Depop are a lot of my vintage items and just items that I think are really cute and trendy that might not have the best brand. They usually do pretty well over there on Depop. Again, this is only my second sale, but a lot of the stuff that I have cross-listed onto there gets more attention that meet those criterias than on other sites like Poshmark. So what I sold was this vintage BB leather vest. If you guys remember, I got this not too long ago in a ThredUP women's mixed clothing box. So I paid about $4 for it. And it took me a little while to list this. I had to get some of my leather cleaner out that I use on my shoes and just clean it. It was in really good condition. It just had some like dirt spots that I needed to get my saddle wash out for. And it ended up selling for $70, and they paid shipping. And with Depop, there's a 10% fee that they take out. I don't know, because I use PayPal, there might be more fees when I go to take my money out. I don't use PayPal very often, but for the purposes of this video, it sold for $70, and after fees I made $63. Then I had a ThredUP sale, which I mentioned before, but the things I'm selling on ThredUP right now are just items that have either been sitting or I got in mystery boxes that I don't really care about whether they sell or not. This is just to make a little bit of extra money, especially to go towards like more mystery boxes that I get from ThredUP. So I'm not expecting to get a huge payout. I used to sell on there pretty frequently until they made some like big changes. I think I might try and send in a box again with like paying to get my stuff back if they don't sell. So we'll see. I'll definitely keep you updated about that. But what I sold were these Cat and Jack girl shorts. I believe I got these in a denim rescue box. They do take kids items, so if you have kids items that you're otherwise just gonna donate and don't wanna resell yourself, you could try and send them into ThredUP. You're not gonna get a lot of money. These sold for $7.99, and after fees, I made 48 cents. Then I sold this Lululemon hooded jacket. I thought this was really cute. I thought it was a good find. I found it at Plato's Closet and I think it was 30, but they were having like a 20% off thing that day. So I think I paid about 20 something for it. I ended up selling for $75 and after fees I made $60. I thought it would sell for a little bit more because it was a substantial piece, but I couldn't really figure out the name of the jacket or find it anywhere online. So I had to just take my own photos of it, and there was some dirt on it that I couldn't get out, so totally fine with that. Then I sold this Kenner, I believe is the brand, green vest. I think I got this at the bins a really long time ago, and it's just taken forever to sell, but it ended up selling for $31 and after fees I made $23.30. Then I had a full price buy of these Beyond Yoga gray leggings. These I didn't pick up too long ago at a Goodwill. I think I got them for like $10. They ended up selling for what I had them listed at, which was amazing because I've picked up Beyond Yoga a few times and none of it had sold for me, but I kept picking it up. So it's good to know that people are looking for that brand. Ended up selling for $62 and after fees I made $49.60. Then I sold this Natori white lace bodysuit. This came from my first 100-pound ThredUP bulk box. Ended up selling for $21 and after fees I made $15.30. I think Natori is kind of like an expensive lingerie brand. I've actually got 2 pieces, one from each of my bulk boxes, and they don't get a lot of attention, but this one did sell, which was good. Then I sold these new Attack pink Old Navy flip-flops. This is the second time I've sold Old Navy flip-flops. I sold them once on Mercari before. This came from a ThredUP fun box. The other one also came, I think, from a ThredUP fun box, but from a long time ago. So I would never source them myself, probably not even at the bins. But if I get them, I will try and sell them. They end up selling for $5 and after fees I made $2.05. Then I sold this Sincerely Jules sweatshirt. I think this brand can get pretty expensive, and comps seem to be pretty high even for this sweatshirt. But again, I've had this sweatshirt forever, probably 2 years. I got it at the bins, and the sweatshirt was actually worn by Megan Fox in a movie or a TV show. And I think that's probably why somebody bought it, because Megan Fox is super popular right now. But it only ended up selling for $25 and after fees I made $20. Then I sold these Mother skinny jeans. I found these at Goodwill, again, probably for like $15-ish. Mother is an amazing brand, but any denim that isn't blue or black sometimes takes a long time for me to sell. I took a risk on these because I know browns are very in, neutral colors are very in, and these were pretty much like new. They ended up selling for $49 and after fees I made $39.20. Then I had a ThredUP sale of this Free People dress that I sent into them. The reason I say Free People is because I don't think it was a Free People dress. I sent this into them so long ago and I don't remember at all what this dress was, where I got it from or anything. And I just don't think it was Free People. But it ended up selling for $40.99 and then $10.46 after fees. And I was fully preparing for the person to just return it, but I actually got not an instant payout for it, but a pretty quick payout for it. So I don't know if they said, hey, this was the wrong brand, I'm sending it back, and ThredUP was just like, whatever, you both can have your money. But I got $10.46 for it. And then the last thing I sold on Sunday was these Dolce and Gabbana black pants. Again, something I've had for a while that I did pick up at the bins. I had sent these into ThredUP in the past. They didn't sell on there. I didn't even adjust the price. I'm like, if that's what you think they're gonna sell for, that's fine with me. Didn't sell. Ended up selling for $40. And then after fees, I made $31 and I think some odd cents, but I did not write that down. I think there was a shipping discount in there somewhere. So on Monday the 18th, I had 3 sales. The first thing I sold were these Aloe Galaxy leggings. I picked these up at a consignment store when I was in Connecticut, and it was like a holiday weekend, so they were like discounted. I still think I probably paid anywhere between $10 and $15 for them. Aloe is a great workout brand. People really like their stuff. These were just an older style, and they sat for me for a very long time. And they were low rise, and they were weirdly long and ruched, and I don't know. But they ended up selling for $36, and after fees I made $27.20, so not the biggest profit, but they sold, and I'm very happy about that. Then I sold this Banana Republic men's wool sweater. This was the one I got at the bins really recently, and it was like wool by Filpucci. I still don't know how to say it. So that's why I picked it up, because it seemed promising. But comps didn't seem to be different just because it had that person or brand's wool in it. But it was still a very nice men's wool sweater. Sold very quickly for me. Sold for $31, and after fees I made $23.30. And then the last thing I sold on Monday was actually also from the bins. It was the Forever 21 holiday onesie. The really soft, super soft and plush onesie that had kind of like a holiday print on it. It was a plus size. It was great. Very soft. I was very tempted to keep it, but I didn't. It ended up selling for $22, and after fees I made $16.10. And then on Tuesday I also had 3 sales. I had another ThredUP sale of this Fila crew neck. That I think I got from the bins again 2 years ago maybe. I think I was just finally ready to get rid of it, sent it into them, but it did end up selling for $16, and after fees I'll make $2.40. Then I sold these Sporto black boots, and for the last few weeks I've pretty much been selling a pair of boots from this really old B&G trading box that I got either earlier this year or late last year, but they're finally all selling, and this was the last pair to go, and I'm so happy because each one of those shoes ended up costing $25, and it was nothing as advertised, but I'm very glad that they're all gone. So they ended up selling for $36, and after fees I made $27.30. So I at least made my money back. And then the last thing I sold was this J.Crew polo sweater. When I looked up the style of this sweater, I didn't find the J.Crew listing, but similar ones call this style a polo sweater, and it is so trendy right now. Not just the color, but that whole style. They're selling like on designer websites for a ton of money, just sweaters that look like that. So I did have it listed on Depop, and it was getting a lot of attention, but it did end up selling on Poshmark, and I took a little bit of a lower offer, but I was just happy to see it go. It came from my 50-pound bulk box, and I'm just trying to make my money back from that box as fast as I can. So $32 for that, I wasn't mad about. After fees, I ended up making $25.60. And then on Wednesday, I had 2 sales, both on ThredUp. They're finally starting to process boxes I sent into them a long time ago, so that's why there's so many sales from that. And I haven't really been adjusting the prices because as long as I get like a few dollars from the items, I'm not mad. So I sold these Cat and Jack pants, again, I think from a ThredUp rescue box. They sold for $12.80, and after fees I made $1.54. And then a pair of J.Crew factory jeans. These actually might have been mine, because when I was in Connecticut, I did send in a lot of old clothes of mine, but they ended up selling for $28.99, and after fees I made $5.66. All right, and then on Thursday I had 4 sales. I sold this Lush tunic top. This came again from my most recent bulk box. I was actually surprised that it sold so fast because I do terribly with Lush. It's like a Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack house brand, but it ended up selling for $16, and after fees I made $12.80. Then I sold another piece that I recently got from the bins that I shared that video with you guys on Wednesday. It was this Carhartt long sleeve. I love picking up Carhartt from the bins. It always sells well for me and usually pretty quickly. This sold for $20, and after fees I made $16. Then I sold these BDG vintage style shorts. I think I got these at Plato's Closet, and I honestly don't know what I paid. I definitely paid up for these, like $12 maybe, which was not good. Urban Outfitters never does super well for me. So unless I'm getting it in a mystery box or at the bins, I really shouldn't be picking it up. But I thought that they were just such a cool style and that they'd sell for like a good amount of money, but I sat on them for a while and they ended up selling for $25, and after fees I made $20. Then I sold another item that I got from the bins, my bins trip on Wednesday that I shared with you guys. It was one of the Brandy Melville pieces. It was that blue short sleeve, like baby doll style top. Ended up selling for $14, and after fees I made $9.55. Okay, and then on Friday I had 4 sales. I sold this new Tag Magashoni cashmere scarf. It was like a ski scarf, like a funnel scarf that you just put over your head. I've had this again for a very long time, probably over a year. I got it because it was 100% cashmere, and Magashoni, I think it can sell for a lot, but I don't know if it's like only sold at TJ Maxx, but it's sold there for cheaper a lot of the time. It ended up selling for $32, and after fees I made $25.60, and I was happy with that. I picked it up at the bins. Then I sold this Mossimo jean jacket, which I believe came from my first 100-pound bulk box from ThredUp. Sold for $15 and after fees I made $12. Then I had a bundle sale. In that bundle was a Madewell sweater that I got from my most recent women's 25 item box. And the next thing in it was the new tag Levi's that I got from my most recent ThredUP denim box. And then the last thing that I sold in that bundle was an Old Navy Sherpa quarter zip that I got from the bins probably a couple of months ago. The whole thing ended up selling for $90. And in it, I probably had like less than $10 with all those items combined invested in it. So then after fees, I made $70.50, which is great. And then the last thing I sold on Friday were these Levi's premium black denim distressed jeans. These came from my most recent denim box as well. They sold for $18 and after fees, I made $14.40. And then lastly, yesterday on Saturday, I had 4 sales. The first was, again, from my most recent bins trip. It was a full price buy of the SHEIN Leopard button-up. I got a few SHEIN pieces when I went to the bins. It does well for me. I don't know what it is. Their stuff is very trendy, and I mentioned it in the last one. Their company is pretty toxic. So I think if people are wanting to buy their items, they feel a little bit better buying them secondhand and might pay up for them when you can get a lot of this stuff, if it's still for sale on their website, for very, very, very cheap. But I had it listed at $16 and somebody bought it, and so after fees, I'll make $12.80. And then I sold another pair of Beyond Yoga leggings, which was great. Again, I think I've had 4 or 5 items in my closet and now 2 of them have sold, which is great. It means I can still pick up that brand because I was afraid that that's one of those expensive brands that doesn't have a great like resale value and people aren't looking for it. But I sold these Beyond Yoga crushed velvet leggings that, again, I picked up, I think the last time I was in Connecticut. I think I only paid like $6 for them. They were so cute and so soft. They sold for $45 and after fees I made $34.50. And then the last 2 sales I had yesterday were both on ThredUp. One was this mauve polka dot top, which I think at the beginning of COVID, when that started, I got that from a reseller's mystery box on Poshmark, which wasn't bad, but I just probably wouldn't buy like a Poshmark mystery box again. I couldn't sell it and ended up selling on there for $35.99. After fees I made $8.28 with, which I'm actually pretty happy about that. It was very outdated top for sure. And I think it was like an extra small, so very small. And then the last thing I sold was this Ellen Tracy sweater dress. This I picked up at the bins, I think originally to sell to ThredUp back when I was sending things into ThredUp a lot more often. It didn't sell. I think I must have just resent it in or something. I didn't adjust the price on this because I was like too late to do it. Like I didn't see the email. So I probably would have priced it a little bit higher because it was a pretty cute dress, but it did end up selling for $29.99 and after fees, I made $6. So yeah, that was a pretty good week for me as far as number of sales go. Not too many super high-end sales, but that's totally fine. The little ones definitely add up. So my gross total for this week for sales was $976.75. And then after fees of $290.83, which is always so much higher when I sell on ThredUp because you make like a very small fraction of how much things sell for. My net total was $685.92, which is absolutely amazing. I'm super happy about that. I really hope that this is just a good sign that Q4 is going to be very profitable this year. Like I said, I've had a couple of good weeks. The first week of October was pretty good. 2 weeks ago, it was really not great at all. And then this last week was pretty good. Hopefully we end out this month with some really good sales. Next Sunday, it will be Halloween. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, let me know how your guys' sales have been. Let me know how your sourcing and selling have gone. Let me know if you guys are getting your costumes ready for Halloween and what you guys are gonna be. And if you like this video and made it this far, please make sure to give me a thumbs up on the way out and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh my God, I totally forgot. I hit 900 subscribers. I know if I didn't write it down, I'd forget, and I did. Thank you guys so much. Everyone that subscribes to me, whether you are or aren't, I'm so appreciative to you guys that you guys seem to like my videos and seem to like respect my opinions on stuff. And it just means so much to me because specifically the YouTube reselling community, that's pretty much the only one I'm super involved in. I have an Instagram, but if you follow me on there, you know I never post on there because I'm so bad at keeping up with that. But the YouTube reselling community, that's where I've learned everything I know about reselling, and would not have gotten this far without all your amazing videos, all your amazing comments. It means so, so much to me to be a part of this community. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys all so much. And yeah, it just means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week again, and I hope you have a great time sourcing and selling. And I will see you guys all in Wednesday's video. Bye!